Well, it's that time of year again. Every once in a while, I go through a change in my studio, give it a little refresh. And this year, I wanted to do really more of what I had hoped my last remodel would have done. And I'll explain that. But let me show you what I've got. So I used to video into the corner over here. And when I first started recording videos for this channel, I deliberately desaturated the videos. I wanted kind of a flat look. I do not know why, but I did. And eventually I thought, I need to get it a little more colorful in here. So I had the walls painted and, I put that picture over in the corner with the cross from St. Peter's and the roll top desk behind me and a little lamp and it looked kind of cozy. And I was trying to go for the corner of the living room look, I suppose. But what I really wanted to do, and what I've wanted to do for a long time, is to focus the light more on me so that the background falls off more into shadow. And so I'm working on that. What you're going to see today is not the finished product, but I wanted to let you know kind of where I am in the process. So the first thing that I did, I got Elise and Zach involved, my daughter and son-in-law, because Elise is my designer and Zach is my builder. And so they had put on some wooden frames for me over my bed in the bedroom so I didn't have to have a headboard anymore. And that's sort of what I wanted back here. And we were originally going to go with 3 pictures behind me. And I printed those pictures. I ordered them printed. They're 24 by 36. That's what you see back here, 24 by 36. Well, 3 of them was going to make, I had to go out really, really wide on the wall. And I was going to look about this big. And that wasn't going to work. So we cut it down to 2 pictures. And I'm really glad we did. So they came in and they put the frames on the wall. And then after that, I had some painters come in and paint the wall. Now, I could have done that myself, saved me a lot of money, but I didn't want to have to try to cut this paint into the ceiling or around the floor. I just wanted it done. So I hired the people that normally paint my house, Smith Painting. They came in, did it in about a half a day. They do a great job. If you're in the Chattanooga area and you need painting done, Smith Painting is the one to go to. And they also watch this channel, so that's a plus. So we made these frames to fit these 2 pictures. And the thing that I did to sort of guide the light was to put a grid over my softbox. Without the grid, the light really spreads out wide and lights up everything. With the grid, the light is sort of tunneled in where you want it. So I have a 33, it's about 33 inches parabolic softbox on this light. I put a grid on it. I used to have on the light over here to the other side, I used to have sort of a balloon sphere that I got when I was trying to do video with just one light, something that I saw on YouTube and thought I would like it, and I didn't. So I've replaced that with a rectangular softbox. I've got it turned sideways, so it's kind of long this way, short this way, and it's pointed more at the pictures to light them up, give the wall just a little bit of a look. And then what I realize is it's sort of empty down here, behind me, underneath the picture. So I may have to put something down there just to sort of balance it a little bit, give it sort of a grounding. I don't know. I'm thinking about that. And I have 2 lights coming to put over the picture, sort of like museum lights. And they're USB chargeable. Elise found them for me. They were really inexpensive, about $35 a piece. They should be here on the day I'm filming this, but I don't know how long it'll take me to get them up. So I wanted to go ahead and film this now. So this is sort of what my Thursday videos are going to look like. Now, Tuesday may or may not be done in here. I'm trying to get back to Tuesday and Thursday posting. Tuesdays being sort of, stuff that may not fit all the time, stuff that I just want to kind of do. Thursdays being the grounding video of the channel. Right now, we're in this series on what retirement feels like. I've got a couple of other videos already recorded with my setup over by the black and white pictures. And so they'll be here, the next 2 weeks. I wasn't really sure how long this was going to take. It got finished a lot earlier than I thought. So this is kind of the look that I'm going for. Now, these pictures back here, first of all, let me say that the wall is painted a really dark sage green. I decided to do something besides a flat gray. And my painters, even though I didn't tell them I wanted flat paint, they've painted this room a couple of times already for me. And when I told them it was for this room, they just automatically bought flat paint. I was really glad they did. Because it doesn't reflect as much from the light, which is a good thing. The reflection could be very distracting. But the two pictures come from Assisi, Italy, which, shameless plug, figures into my book quite a bit. There is a link in the description to order this book, $9.95 on Amazon. Thank you very much. And if you're ever in Assisi, I mean, it's no matter which direction you're walking uphill. That's the running joke. But every building has its own unique doorway. And these pictures were just taken with my iPhone. And the fact that they're easily blown up to 24 by 36 and they look fantastic up close tells you just how easy it is to take travel photography with your phone. On this particular trip, it was the only camera I took around town. I didn't even carry my other camera with me most days. And so they hold a special place for me because they represent to me the spirit of the book that I wrote. And, I know I will have some people who are upset because the other picture's gone. It's not really gone. It's moved to a new location in my house. But it is something that I did not want to continue with here. I just wanted to make a break. I can also turn and shoot into the corner if I want to add like a light in the corner or a tall plant or something where I would still get one picture behind me and the sound panels that are on this wall. So I have a little flexibility. The biggest flexibility I have right now is that I changed the chair. I had that big blue chair because I thought it looked really nice, and it sort of reminded me of, somebody sitting down with a smoking jacket and a glass of bourbon and having a fireside chat, The problem was that I could never get the chair in the video, and so nobody knew what the chair looked like. It's huge. So I bought an inexpensive chair off of Amazon. They come in a pair of two for $100. They're dining room chairs. They're very comfortable. And if I ever want to bring a second person in here and do an interview in front of this wall, I have a chair to do that. And the lighting will work just as well for that. So I wanted to give you this little preview of what the room is going to look like moving forward. It will be a little different when I start recording my regular videos in here, but it's sort of a nice introduction to sort of the direction that I'm going. And you can let me know whether you approve or don't approve in the comments, but it's here. It's not going anywhere. So the bottom line is that the videos that I produce on Thursdays, the ones that really ground this channel, talking about retirement or minimalism or finances or those kinds of things for people who are retired or approaching retirement, those are my Thursday videos. I call them my grounding videos. I want them to be as pleasing aesthetically as possible. And I want the background to sort of augment the video, not distract from it, which is why I wanted to get it just a little darker behind me than my face. It also gives me, this new lighting gives me more of a Rembrandt look, so I get a little bit more shadow on this side of my face. You see this little shadow here on my nose. That's what they call Rembrandt lighting. It's what I'd always sort of hoped for, but in the past, my 2 video lights just shone at me from 2 different sides and lit both sides of my face the same, which was fine, but it just lacked that sort of artistic feel that I wanted. So this is kind of a combination of me being a YouTuber and a photographer and the things that I'm looking for there. So anyway, I hope that you'll leave me a comment, tell me what you think about the new background. Good, bad, or indifferent, it's fine. And then you'll see this video pop up before my first official video from this location. And thanks for watching. I look forward to your comments. We'll see you next time.